Kalala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kadash. Double honor to the apostles, salute to you brothers teaching the word in sincerity and truth. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna touch on this destruction and touch on a couple other things here. Like I said, all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kadash. Double honor to the apostles, salute to you brothers teaching the word. So yeah, now obviously we're in a time right now, of these end times and this destruction that's gonna take place on the planet, man. I was just meditating on some stuff. Now the funny thing about all of this is that this day is gonna catch these people. The Lord's come as a thief in the night, and this day is gonna catch people. With everything that's going on, people are still proud. You know, wickedness is on an all-time high. People are still walking after their own lusts, you know, and heeding into this satanic beast system here. So let me get a scripture. Read this. This is Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unfaith... Let me read it again. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh Yahushai without effect? Now, when you read Revelation 18, you find out that the land of America is going to end up actually burn up. And you know, America is the Babylon the Great, it's the whore, and it is going to be destroyed by fire. Now, the land is filled with nothing but sorcery. We're talking about gender changing. We're talking about pedophilia. We're talking about straight out sorceries and spells. And these elites that are running these places are witches and warlocks. And they're doing all types of satanic things on the planet Earth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read Isaiah 47. This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Now, everything about this, let's look at the money. Let's look at the money. The dollar bill, on the dollar bill, right, you've got the seal. Let's see if I can just put dollar bill in and see if it comes up. Right, the first thing that comes up is your sorcery. Let me type in, let's see if they've put anything up for this. But if you know what this represents, it represents witchcraft. The pyramid they go back to Egypt and stuff like that. And hence it's funny, you know, it's not America the modern day Egypt, and not, you know, those people on the top up in America ain't they the modern day pharaohs? Yes, they are. And that the eye represents Satan, huh? and their witchcraft. Now let's go. I'm just checking some stuff out here. Let's see what. See what we can get. I'm not gonna go off that one. Now, oh yeah, and by the way, they got an owl in it. Another thing in their sorceries, they've got the owl that goes back to Molech, which is a god they worship, in which they conduct human sacrifices. Okay. Now I'm just trying to look at something quickly. I'm just trying to see if. Here it says first United States Secretary of Treasury pyramid on his tomb because of Masons. And when you go into it, you find out that the god of the Masons is Satan, and that information come out by, you know, one of the, top Freemasons of all time, Albert Pike. And he came out and straight out writ in his book, The Morals and Dogmas, that they worship Satan, that's the god of the Freemasons. So for everybody, oh no, they're just individuals that are just trying to help people. And come on, man. Okay, I'm just hopping around here. Let me go back to it. Go back to this. Isaiah 47:2. Take the millstones and grind mill. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Alright. When you go into make bare the leg, uncover the pie, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Well, let's read the next verse. It's, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, so it's telling you about it. Now, when they set up America, they said, God bless America, right? Which, the history and the atrocities that happen in the land proves that the land is of Satan, because in order to get the land, they slaughtered and killed the tribes of Israel. And according to the scriptures, in order to cleanse that land, the blood that was shed on that land has to be shed. So that land's cursed. And don't get it twisted, when the whole planet right now is under the spirit is the beast system. And they're going for a world order, a global order. A lot of their symbolism, they got symbols of the world in the net. Okay. And other symbols. There's quite a few global symbols with the world in the net. Okay, I'm gonna. So it says, in God we trust. Now we know what God that is. So, because we just mentioned about Albert Pike and what he had said, but that's enough on that. But what I just wanted to see just some quick symbols on this. But the truth's in your face. Look at it. It's right in your face. So if anyone's still saying it's conspiracy theories, you come on, man. This is Isaiah 47:4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. So we worship the God of the Bible. These devils out here, they don't worship the God of the Bible, man. I'll show you one of the gods, because they worship a lot of gods. But let's go. Let's show one of the gods that they worship here. Now there was this one show. I'm gonna try and get the show back. Try and find it. But it was like a comedy show, and they showed Prince. It was. It wasn't. It was. Was it? Damn. There's. I keep forgetting these. I get these names mixed up. It wasn't Philip. It was one of them. I think it was a Duke, or was it Kent, or whatever, or what's his name, man? Or was it Prince William's dad? But anyway, they was out in the countryside, and they had robes on, and stuff of things of that nature. But what had happened was that um they were worshiping Satan in the woods and committing sacrifices, and he was like leading it because. And I think that what happened was there was going into the whole fact of the demons needed him to do it because he was like on a higher level than a lot of the practitioners. I'd have to kind of like go back and try and find that. I don't know how I come across it, but they were showing you in there that there's hierarchy to this stuff, man. So I've put in Bapo, mate. So this is one of their, and then these elites are involved in it. But this is one of their deities. Okay. So they worship this stuff because it gives them power, and they're getting power from this left hand side. But Isaiah 47:4 says, "As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel." And we know that these spirits and all of that, they control. The Most High controls these spirits. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Right. You know what? Let me type in this. This is like an open forum lesson, but Spirit had me going into America. I was gonna go into like a lot of end times prophecy, but which we are anyway. I am going into that. I was gonna, kind of touch on, the all out chaos and things of that nature, but Spirit's making me home in on this. Oh no, what was I gonna type in? I've got another mind blank here. I'm thinking, meditating on a lot of stuff. There was something else. It will come back, it works. Okay, I was looking at Bapple, man. How was I gonna put in? Damn, I forgot. Oh yeah, let me type in this. Damn, I don't know what that was going on. Give me a second here. So I typed in the American Dream. It says the American Dream is a national ethnos of the United States, the set of ideals, democracy, rights, liberty, opportunity, equality, in which freedom equates to opportunity for prosperity and success. And when you go into and you find out that people are nothing but wage debt slaves. Let me go on images here. And all this freedom talk. See, the first picture comes up is Edomites for the American Dream. Okay. Let me carry on with the scriptures, because Isaiah 47 and 6. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand, that thou dost show them no mercy upon the ancient, as thou hast thou verily laid thy yoke. And thou and you know, to call it the land of the free, the home of the brave, is a lie. And you know, and that's just the facts. It says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither did thou remember the latter end of it. Um, you know, the Most High's getting ready to take this place out in the Third World War, and I remember there was this one. Well, but you know, basically when kingdoms all go down and they all fall. Let's get that. So what made America think that it was, and any of these, the beast system, the only kingdom that's going to be in power forever is the kingdom of heaven, because it's going to be settled by the Most High. I need to get the other version of this app. Oh, it's not Axe. I wanted this. Daniel. Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand of the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the basest of men. Now, America is not the kingdom of the Most High, man. And if you worship the place and you believe in the place and you really worshiping Satan. Look at the you know, and how can you call yourself believing in the Bible, right? But then you want like the kingdoms of this world to be continuing on forever. Let's get another scripture right now. See what the Most High said about that. He never said, "Oh, yeah, the pagan kingdoms and all the kingdoms are gonna." No, he said they're gonna get zapped, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. Third World War III is gonna happen. Um, the nukes are gonna drop. The chariots are gonna be zapping buildings like War of the Worlds out here. Okay. Bear with me. This is Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High, Yahweh shall take the kingdom. And the Lord's going to raise up the elect, like the X-Men, like Brightburn. And with Yahweh and the elect are going to be going around the earth, subduing and putting everything into order on the planet. And they're not going to be voting. None of that, man. It's going to be pure conquering, and everybody that doesn't accept Yahweh Shah, what he says, he that should not reign over him, bring him hither and slay them before me. So there's a lot going on. I'm just reading, just meditating on certain prophecies and stuff like that. So that's all this video is. Just going into them prophecies, man. No theatrics here. Like the apostles also what the theatrics. Well, we're just going into them scriptures. Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So pagan America. I was gonna say pagan Rome, but pagan America is gonna be destroyed, man. Now there was a scene from a movie Metropolis, right, in the 30s and that, and what happened was they showed a woman coming out of the ground sitting on a beast. I was like, well, hey, that's the scriptures right there. We'll read that quick, but what was promised for that kingdom is destruction. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So, the elect are going to be ruling the kingdom. They're going to have spiritual powers, and we're going to be judging the earth accordingly. So what's going to happen to these Masons and stuff like that, and these warlocks? Well, a lot of these are going to be destroyed in the fire. But the super rich elites, they're going in captivity. What's going to happen with these buildings and all that? They're going to be zapped. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Then we'll know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the... Man, the hell. It's Satan, man. It's not coming off the fucking screen. Damn. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go back to that. Let me jump to this. Where was I at? Hey, therefore, you know this, that thou art given to pleasures, that thou dwellest carelessly, as says in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. So you don't believe in the Most High. Now we do, and we got faith in the Most High, and we know what He's gonna do. That's why, all in these lands, you got nothing but scoffers there, man. Walking after their own lust. They don't believe in the Most High. They believe in the here and now. They're worshipping the image of the beast. And that's why a lot of you, guess what's going to happen? When the digital Yule comes out, you're going to take it because you want to be clubbing, or you want to be doing this, you want to be doing that. So you're going to have to make a choice. But a lot of you are going to get that thing. And that's why all this stuff's coming down the pipeline with, this food shortage stuff is coming out. The blackouts. Okay, there's a lot going on right now. I'm going to go into that in a bit, in another lesson, I think. It says that dwellest carelessly and sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. So how proud you have to be to think that you can't go down. And what I'm trying to show in this video is the connection. It's not, like I said, it's just a couple of prophecies. But your countries that you can think of, and we'll do it. It's not just America. You got the beast system. So what do you think's going on in these lands? Sorceries, man. Okay. Germany, France. Oh, by the way, in France over there, and I might do a short video on it, but they're eating snails, man. So those, and issue, so those Edomites over there, they're Satan. And then there was one show I was watching where, they had a vineyard out there, in France. So here it is. You got, vineyards, you got fresh wine and acres of land and all that. Now what they were doing is, and this is how you know these are heathens, Edomites, man. Instead of enjoying, stuff like that, they'll sit down in the vineyard, and they had a snail farm. So what they got is on their face, they're putting snails on their face and they're rubbing the slime all over their bodies. Heathens, man. Isaiah 47:9. But these two things shall come to me in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowed shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. And Lord, I'm going to do some more videos. I'm going to go into this sorcery. I'm even going to try and hit certain spots and do some on locations. Just had at the camp, we did an on location, and that was last week, but we did it again, and I was going into the knights, knights in the armor, which was Jake. So another video. I remember I was at Manchester and I was doing a video up there, and I was doing a video on the Masonic Hall up there. Now, when you go to these towns all over, they're all set up with Masonic lodges, but that's all over the world. And like I said, when you get on the top levels of that, you start finding out what it's really about. I'm going to close that in a minute anyway. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it ariseth. And you know what? America's going to be destroyed, and it's going to be plagued and all that, and everything's just going to go wrong, and it's going to be totally nuked. But all over the planet, man, things are just going to go wrong, start going wrong for you Edomites. You got these elites that trust in these spirits. The spirits are going to do one, and it tells you that in these verses. You know what? So they might do a ritual, and the demons are going to withdraw. But they ain't helping them anymore. That's their power. It's all going to go down the drain. So these are. So this, and it says, a mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. Snared, cursed. The demons on your back, if you will. That's how they're going to be. So, pretty much if you believe in the scriptures, I'd just keep thinking about this. How the hell can you say God bless America or the beast system like that? It was, when Acts 1, the disciples didn't say, oh Lord, yeah. But they asked the Lord, when is he coming back to set up the kingdom of heaven and destroy the Roman Empire? Not live by side and side in a realm of witchcraft and wicked beast systems that the Lord set up. I mean, come on, man. Live your best life in the beast system. Nah. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. A mischief shall fall upon thee, then thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. I'm probably going to do a part 2 to this or something. But there you have it. I just wanted to do a quick one. On this topic. I'll probably make a couple of other videos out of this. I just see how the spirit works. And then we'll see what happens from now. But America is going to be nuked with thermonuclear destruction. They showed you that in the Planet of the Apes. where he went in the future, then he went to America, and he found out that it was destroyed. This, pretty much. All right, with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.